Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to Pure Rap Podcast, episode 63. Got Darneezy and finally got Kev back.
Yeah.
I was about to say we got Kev back. I think you haven't been on in about like a month.
You lucky.
I was looking at the other episodes.
I'm tired of shit.
It's been a minute.
I'm about to knock out. Bring some enthusiasm to this podcast. I'm going to knock out.
But you said better bring some. Well, I mean, we got some hot topics. That's for sure, man. So,
topics.
Better get hype.
We got some topics. All right, hold on. I got you. First off, we got the second gold key. You know what I mean? Shout out Storm Green. We got the second gold key. You know what I mean? We collecting these gold keys, man. Some good music on here, man. There's a mystery. You gotta get the gold key though. You gotta get the gold key, man.
Is that unreleased? What's the second one? What's the second one about? What's that one?
I haven't listened to it yet. I gotta put it in. Okay. I gotta put it in the USB. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that. Okay. And then we also got, you know what I mean? We got that Rebirth poster.
Okay, you got yours. All right, I'm still waiting on mine. So, I don't have mine yet.
Man. Pretty dope, man. So
that's what's up.
Shout out Jamar Johnson, man. When the album drops, it's about to be crazy, man. It's a fire project. So
yeah, man, I'm upset I didn't get to be there for that interview, but I did listen while I was at work. So
yeah, we'll definitely have them back.
I think I told you I didn't want to be battling him for sounding like a robot. What's the term you guys say? He sounded like a.
Oh man, sound like a. We this both Autobot.
I didn't want to,
anything that has to do with Transformers.
On him,
Yeah, that sound like he was out of space.
It was this headphone or something like that. It happened.
Yeah, we ended up figuring it out at the close to the end, and then
So I remember. Yeah, he like totally sounded totally different at one point. I'm like, okay,
you're like, whoa. It's always something you learning.
Other than that, yeah, we navigate the interview well though. Other than that, so like it was not too bad. Like we were able to at least get everything out. He good. talked about a good story too. You know what I mean, about not to give up on your music. You know what I mean. Little situation he had on that little beat battle when dude pretty much played him. And, So and then we got King Shamps coming up soon too. His dropping another project, so that'll be at the end of the month. We got to make sure we mask up. Get our Halloween. You know what I mean. Got a little Halloween. Yeah, we got to mask up. Hold on, we need some background music. I want to pick Kept It Sleep though, but
I'm playing no elevator music, man.
Yeah, we got some. I mean, we got some background podcasting. You got set the vibe. You feel me?
I want some Waka Flocka Flame first album.
Waka Flocka Flame, Flocka.
Nah, but
Flocka Villa.
Other than that, man, a lot of people too, like. Been dropping some dope stuff. Eamon been dropping some dope music with his EP as well, and dropped another single. I saw Ask the Author, his dropped another installment to Back to Work, crazy freestyle. So that was dope to see.
Been dropping some stuff. Even Storm Green, right? He had like a little EP that dropped too. That was pretty solid.
Yeah. Storm Green dropped the fire one too. Sugar, Sugar's always putting out content as well too.
Shout out to everybody that we've had on the podcast this year.
Right, man. Everyone's going in. So
looking forward to more people in the future as well. We closing out 2023. So
exactly. I'm gonna see more episodes. So far.
Good year so far. Looking to be even better next year. So
yeah. A lot of connections this year, man.
A lot of open doors this year, man. A lot of people we met. Like this whole year was crazy, It's all a small world, and we all connecting each other. So it's always been good.
Nah, for real, man. Shoot, other than that, y'all been good?
Working. Tired.
He says just working outside of the party. They're just working. That's steady.
Yeah, I'm tired of
you ain't beat up your coworker yet? No, I'm probably not supposed to sit on here. They're going to watching this.
They're watching this.
They watch. He's tuning in right now.
Being up myself is what I'm doing.
That's funny. Yeah, you better get some rest after this. But yeah, you want to just jump into it then? Jump into these topics?
What we got for today, man? It's been a minute since we did an episode, so I know there's a lot to talk about.
And even the last couple episodes too, we kind of just been talking about we haven't really been speaking on a lot of topics. We kind of just been talking about whatever, like, like some regular podcast stuff. We just been kind of just talking, So this is the first time I feel like we had like a set topics where we're like, all right, we could really, like the old days, we really feel like a set amount of topics. So the first one, we got Tupac murder suspect Keefe D arrested, and I want to say that a couple weeks ago, or was it last week?
It's been maybe 2 weeks now.
About 2 weeks now.
It was like end of September, I think, like the 29th or something like that, and he got arrested.
Yeah, and then I think they released the footage like. I want to say last week, like TMZ released the footage.
And they released a lot of unreleased footage of that night too. When he shot.
Yeah, they said there was a lot of stuff in his house too that they see. So they've been. And I was reading some video too that a lot of people have speculation that they waited with Keefe D specifically to see if he was ever going to say.
Get more information.
Yeah, because you could tell if once they go into your house and warrant for arrest, all that stuff. Then you're at that point, they already know what they got. They pretty much got you now. You know what I mean? Like even like RICO cases and all that stuff. Once they actually go in there and grab you,
they got the warrant and everything.
Yeah, they got what they need. They already heard everything. They saw everything that they need. They got a case built up to where they're like, nah, we got you. So, and also with and then I've been seeing, I've been watching a few videos, but even I think the other and the sucky thing is most people around that situation too already are like dead. I think the guy who actually like shot him was his nephew. Like I forgot his name, like Orlando or something or whatever. I think that was his name, but yeah, supposedly like it was like his nephew, the one that was in the car with him. Like, so yeah, a bunch of wild stuff around it. And of course, 50 Cent put out, saying Diddy, you better get that, get your lawyer up and stuff, because there's a lot of speculation around Diddy. Yeah, you know what I mean. So
I've seen all that conspiracy with Diddy having involvement, like paying him out to do it and shit like that.
Yeah, like $1 million. Yeah, like some $1 million bounty on him or something crazy. Like,
and then Diddy's now, what was it? Now he's like. His artists are finally getting publishing rights and shit like that.
Yes.
So like now everything, like, why is this all coming out at once?
Yeah. People are saying like, right.
Drop it out.
And then his name is Love now. So people are saying like, he's like doing all these people are saying he's doing all these good things and stuff because of that. They're like, oh, he knows, right?
Something's good. Something bad is about to happen. Probably.
Even his body language when Charlamagne. I don't know if you guys ever seen that Charlamagne or the Breakfast Club interview. We just say Charlamagne.
I saw a little bit. I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch.
It was like his body language when they asked about it, the documentary. Because I've seen tons of documentaries like around Biggie and Pac's death, and I still have my like it's funny because I hate to say it, but I've always kind of assumed it was like a Suge Knight and like a Diddy type of like just retaliation, like one for the other. You know what I mean? Once Pac was took out, then it's like, because they were saying there was like a little like, especially with Biggie and stuff, like there was like a round like table with different people. I would have to ask my brother because we watched it, and it was a dude from the UK that did this documentary, and it was like the most unbiased documentary ever because he's so out of the like loop of everything that he was specifically going in it to just find out what happened, and he was interviewing people like that are in like jail, like like accountants and like different people who have different involvements into it. Oh, and it was like, man, some of the stuff out of this documentary, I was like, bro, this is different. Like I remember I looked at my brother a few times, and like damn, it really was like, so much like high names involved, like especially Suge Knight was one of them, Diddy especially, like, so I've always assumed that, but I guess we'll see whatever comes to light. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of justice when they come into light, so we'll see. It's dope. Finally, stuff like that is going on with after all this time.
Finally, something breakthrough in the case.
Exactly.
20-something years later.
Yeah, 20-something years later. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we find that, but what about Biggie's story?
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I think it was just retaliation, bro. Like with the whole situation, you know what I mean? Like Suge involvement and all that stuff. So that's what I personally believe. Damn near the same situation, you know what I mean? So.
Shoot, if we found Tupac, man, Biggie might be around the corner. I mean, it might build up some. You might have a case built up for that. I'm not really sure. But, I mean, it's crazy. Like, he seemed very like calm about it. I don't know if you saw like the video when he got arrested. Like, he seemed like he was just walking in the neighborhood and stuff. And
he knew it was
like, yeah, he was like, oh yeah, like I guess he was like pretty much confessing this.
Well, I seen stuff that he came out on, like, Vlad Vlad's
Vlad TV
talking about it, like pretty much putting him involved in it. And
Yeah,
then,
like
they reached out to Vlad, and Vlad, I guess, supposedly didn't say nothing. So I don't know.
I mean, Vlad don't have to say nothing. That's the thing, bro. Like anyone,
you don't gotta say
Vlad,
nothing.
bro, you don't gotta like stop going on his platform and talking, bro. Like, you know how much people would keep getting indicted from like going on his platform, bro, just from speaking and just from answering a question. Like, people got to be smarter, bro. If you're getting on these interviews and stuff like that, like, know your platform before you go on there. Know your platform. If you're going on Vlad, like, come on, know your platform. Know what you about to do. You know you're gonna be asked some, crazy questions. So
yeah, his platform is like, you're finding so much like stories behind, like, from from actresses. I mean, from the music industry.
It'd be entertaining though.
All of that. It'd be entertaining, but like there's some. But stuff,
people answer
like,
the questions too. It's like, bro, stop that. Like, why would you answer that? And then it's not even like answering the question. They be like going into the whole story. They're like, so we heard you had beef with these Crips and da. Yeah, so let me tell you about what happened with that. It's like, bro, wait, share the whole story.
It'd be entertaining, bro. You'd be mad focused because it'd be like, dang, like he ain't never gonna say that in no other platform. Like, for some reason, this one it gets them to open up. It feels like a whole like a therapist type. It's just so like dark and everything. Like, it be just getting them out of their shell. Right. So it lets them get like just too comfortable. So they get all comfortable.
Yeah.
They answer the questions, but
that's facts, bro. That's wild. So. But pretty much, yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. You know what I mean? I know other people, have more speculations that there's more involved as well. So, we'll see if, he's arrested now. So we'll see what, happens further with that case. And, so rest in peace to Tupac, you know what I mean? And all that good stuff. So let's move on. We'll talk about Drake, For All the Dogs, new album that just released. Also Joe Budden situation too. So, did you guys listen to the album?
I checked it out when it first dropped, but I haven't really gotten back to it. The RJ's album. So
RJ got the best project of the year. DJ Drama.
Nah, shout out RJ, but bro, there's a lot of music that dropped.
I mean, I think it was really solid. I didn't listen to all of it.
Yeah. No, shout out RJ. Don't get it twisted. I rock with RJ. I'm just saying, like, in general.
Stop being disrespectful.
Album of the year is a big, like, that's like, you know what I mean?
I'm not, I ain't saying like number one album.
Save that for December. Save that for December.
I'm not saying album of the year.
Album of the year.
I said one of the projects to look out for.
I mean, ain't listen to nothing this year. That man listened to one album this year and said, that's the one.
I listened for All the Dogs and I said that was probably the most trash album of the year. Like,
not the worst of the year, but
I mean, it's not good, it's not bad. I don't know. It's like it's in the mix. I really couldn't mess with it. Like, I think really like the Cole feature is really the best one, and then AM and Charlotte's always good too. I like the timestamps. Those are good, but I mean all the other songs, the features, I don't know. I just wasn't attached to it. Like, I don't know.
I won't say it's all sound the same, but it's just I don't know. Nothing to be like
nothing new.
The replay value ain't the same as
it's just nothing. Yeah. It's nothing new that's like gravitating me from like her loss. Like that was solid. Like you got 21 and they did a whole tour. Like those are some replay songs. Like this one, I can't really
teach their own. Let's just say that. Not my
it's all teach your own. But it's like I feel like me personally, just like Kev said, I think the replay value. It's hard for me to go back to this.
Yeah. I mean, y'all know how I feel about 21 Savage too, so I'm not really like he's okay, bro. I think he's a little gassed up though, in my opinion. Like I don't want that to come across as like hating or nothing, because like I like some of his songs, but there's nothing like that. Like he's not like crazy to me though. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people are just a little overrated in my opinion, but
I just think it's just ain't really too much to
Appreciate you, man.
There's just none like catching me, man. I only listen to it really once.
I mean, me personally, bro, I'm not gonna lie.
MCK did the Wake and Drake on Friday. So
hey, you at 6 a.m. like.
I can't do that.
I don't know, man.
Texted y'all when I listened to it. I said, did y'all listen to Drake album? Like, we're not texting you guys that. I was listening to the album.
Man, we did the Wake and Drake.
I would like to know what do you really think?
Put on
I think?
fuzzy slippers.
What I think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Man. All right, so I said this way back in the days, bro. Because personally, for me, I wasn't a big fan of If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. I personally thought that was starting to become the decline for me with Drake, and I said this back when it dropped. So, and obviously, this is way before we even had a podcast or anything like that. So, but so for me personally, I felt like that's when it started to become like after Nothing Was the Same, and then If You Read This Too Late, it was cool. But at that point, I was starting to feel like, damn. It's not hitting the same no more for me. For me personally, now, everyone else loves that album and they say it's a classic, this and that. I personally feel like that was the beginning of. I'm not gonna say decline because I
like the sound.
The sound, yeah, just the quality of of there wasn't nothing new no more. You know what I mean? Like So Far Gone, Take Care, Thank Me Later. You know what I mean? Nothing Was the Same. All those were just that was like the, for me the top of the top Drake could get to. And I was hoping for him to rap a little bit more, especially on this album. Like, yeah, I will say this though, and the few songs in there, like More Life was dope because I was listening to a lot of UK music between that time, like 2015, 2016. So by the time he dropped that, I was already in tune with Gig, Skepta, etc., Georgia Smith, all those people. So I rocked with More Life for more of a personal reason, just because I already liked a lot of those artists and I was listening to that vibe a lot at that time. So More Life for me was cool, but in anything between that, Certified Lover Boy, we did the review. Honestly, Never Mind Her Loss, the Dark Lane demos, Scorpion Views, like everything. And to me, at that point, was like you could pick a few songs, but I can't listen to nothing all the way through no more. Anything that Drake drops at this point is just hard for me to listen to all the way through. You know what I mean? Like there's something for everyone. Don't get it twisted, but that also comes with the curse of you're gonna have the hip hop heads who are like, damn, bro, like what's going on? But then you're gonna have people who aren't really hip hop fans who just want to listen to Drake. The girls, young kids and stuff like that who they don't care about any of this stuff, any of this hip hop stuff. They just want to listen to a new Drake song. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Did I like the album? No.
Pretty much knew the answer to that.
Yeah, like the album, bro, honestly, keep it a buck. I listened to it one way through and I skipped a few songs going through. So I didn't really even like halfway through some of the songs, I just was like, nah, I just, on to the next one, bro. Because it wasn't hitting no more, bro. His past few albums, Certified Lover Boy was better than this to me. He was rapping more on Certified Lover Boy. Like he had more songs where he was actually rapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that one you could grab a lot of them. You could just grab stuff in there.
I like some of the production. You know what I mean? Some of the production was dope though. But
yeah, I'll say that,
man. Yeah. First person shooter with J. Cole. Like J. Cole went in. You know what I don't like?
That's the only track I think I listened more than once. The track with J. Cole.
I listened to Away From Home more than once too. I would say that Away From Home was pretty good.
That was cool too. I mean, intro was cool.
Yeah,
that's it. Really, I haven't really hold on to it. I'm just saying, like, I feel like to me, it just came and went. Like, I'm like, dang, because I wasn't even crazy that he was dropping this shit. Because I didn't need it. I don't need nothing. Like, I don't need nothing from him. Like, there's nothing more that's gonna get something new out of it. Like what you say on projects.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever saw that, like when Drake performed. At one point, he was saying like, "Yeah, I'm not one of those artists who drop 5 years, whatever, blah, blah," like taking shots kind of at Kendrick. But do you think it's time for him to kind of like, hey, bro, like maybe take a couple years off, like, you know what I mean? Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like at your stature, right? Remember back in the days, to early 2000s, like people dropped albums maybe every year, every 2 years, every 3 years. Nowadays, it's like it's super consistent, but the quality starts to get oversaturated a little bit. It starts to get a little redundant. Like it's like maybe it's time. There's a reason why.
And that's the thing. And I think it's sorry to interrupt, but I think it's all money. Yeah. Due to now how people are making their money, they're just so quick to put something out just to get the streams, to get paid, knowing that okay, they're gonna go check this out and so they get me paid because no one's buying albums, no one, you can go on tour and stuff still, but like, it's still not the same. People aren't.
But someone like Drake though,
ringtones anymore,
Yeah, well, someone like Drake that already has the money.
Well, but he has the money though.
But I'm speaking in general. When it comes the statement that people are dropping a lot of music at once and it's kind of sounding like half-assed music is due to that.
Yeah.
People are so quick to put something out to get the streams, to get get them the money pretty much, because now a lot of people are independent and they have to do it themselves. They don't got the labels putting their music out like that, and people aren't buying CDs, they don't buy ringtones no more, and then so now I feel like that's what's causing music itself to be kind of I just call it half-assed.
But you could still have quality. Look at Griselda though. Like look at
of course
how much quality.
It depends on the artist. It depends on who it is. But
that's why I say with Drake,
a lot of music is half-assed now.
Yeah, that's why I say with Drake, it's a gift and a curse, because it's like he has something for everybody. You know what I mean? But I feel like with this album though, I'm starting to see people who are like, because I'm a Drake fan. Like I think we're all Drake fans at the end of the day. Like I don't think there's anyone that can really say that.
I like his music.
I listen to Drake all the time, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not a Drake fan, right? But I think when I say like now the other like the Drake fans, even some of them, I'm seeing comments with them saying like they can't really defend the album like they want to and stuff like that, because even they're kind of like, damn, this ain't really, because even some of the lyrics, like some of the lines weren't really hitting. Like there was some of the bars he was trying to make, like the song that we reacted to, I was gonna go more in on it, but at that point I was like, let me not, like the checks of I get so many checks on Czechoslovakia, whatever the heck.
Czechoslovakia.
Wherever you go, I go. I'm Yugoslavian. I was like, bro, what? What are you talking about? And he watches battle rap too, so that pisses me off. It's like, man, you should know that wouldn't have flew if you tried to say some bar like that. But
I mean, I get what you're saying.
And then some of the subliminals on like a lot of like people, from like, to me, he could. I mean, like there was subliminals that I guess they were saying ASAP, Rihanna, Kendrick, et cetera, right? Of course, Kanye, Pusha T. To me, there should be no more subliminals with Kanye and Pusha T though. Like if you're going at this point, it's like, bro, you should have went out the gate. Like first song, just diss the mode.
Right.
How do you guys feel about some of the Drake songs though that's been coming out? Like even like the Travis Scott one, like when he's a little tough, like he sounds like he's trying to like be like. How y'all feel? I'm just curious.
Meltdown?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh my god!
He did a lot on this album too, and I was just like shaking my head like that.
Scared of the six.
I was like, ain't nobody scared.
Ain't nobody scared of Toronto.
Oh my god! That's probably, I don't even like that song. It's trash.
Yeah.
It's not.
But I mean,
I don't know. Music is just changing though. Like I think it just all depends on your guys' liking. Like over the years.
It's alright, but it's not great, but it's alright. Yeah.
It's like
depends with Drake albums. Like where would you put this? Like you don't have to rank every single
one.
Where would you
put again? To be honest.
Yeah, I gotta let it marinate first.
Me too. I'm gonna let it marinate a little.
I gotta let it marinate, but it's just
all I know is
definitely not top.
I got me some pumpkin spice cookies from Trader Joe's.
Hey, Trader Joe's be having like some snacks in the cut. Like he stuck. Like it was so good, he got stuck.
He got stuck.
Well, how do you feel about Joe Budden's comments though? He was basically saying we could just move on to that real quick and then switch up. He was talking about he said a lot more, but when they just take the clips, like he gave Drake his flowers too. Like he's been said all that, so of course they've had their little stuff in the past too. But he was basically saying, with Drake, it's like, bro, like you're like, how old is he? We're like, you're almost 40 years old. He's like 36, I think, and he's like, bro, you're making music with, like, not making music, but it's like you're hanging around like the kids. Like they called it for the pups. For all the pups. Like that's
music wise or actually
music wise. So with this album, Lil Yachty was I guess Lil Yachty played a big part of it, and they were saying like Drake was saying like Lil Yachty I guess was saying like these are some of the best Drake's verses he ever had before it dropped, right? And they were saying this is supposed to be like, they're saying this is the old Drake, like, you know, this is about to be like the old Drake, blah blah, right? Whatever that means. But of course, now the album comes out. When you hear comments like that, right? I would rather he was basically saying like, if I heard that from Drake, I'd be like, okay, cool, he's probably right. But hearing these are the best Drake verses from Lil Yachty, you're like, what is he, you know, what's his standard of that? You know what I mean? So basically he was just saying like, you know, maybe it's time to just, you know, when a lot of artists, they mature with their music, right? Yeah. As you get older, you start to mature with the music. You know, you listen to J. Cole, you listen to Kendrick, etc. You listen to guys like that, and you're like, as time goes on, they mature with their music. Wherever place they're at, they talk about a lot of those situations that they're in, etc. But he's still making music kind of like for kids. So that was the main comment. You guys agree with that, or?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm sure he's looking at it as a business aspect, and he's making money either way. What he's putting out, I don't know.
I don't know. He's hanging around with the young bucks, man. He's hanging around with the newer generation. The little
it's blending in what the current sound is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got to think like J. Cole like did a feature with Lil Yachty.
But he's just doing features. But he's doing rapping. He's rapping though. Like,
no, he's still doing the same thing.
One of the hardest
like,
verses of the year, like with on a song with Lil Yachty. Like, it's not like the Drake.
But why is he? But it's like, why is he collabing with him? Is it just because like just so you can stay in tune with the newer generation? Because you know Lil Yachty his kind of name is kind of everywhere this year. I mean, he's tapped in a lot of these little albums. Like he got some credits, you know, for this album. Like he's getting some writing credits.
He was a big part of this album. That's why he was saying that. Like, But I would say with that, I would think. I agree and I disagree a little bit. Not like that's like disagree, but I agree with he should mature a little bit more with his music. Like he doesn't need at this point. You're Drake. You are where you're at, so you're already kind of solidified with your music. But why not just, you know what I mean? You could switch it up a little bit. Like do your own thing. Like you don't have to. Like you could still. I feel like you
not
can still
fit into the.
You don't have to fit in with
culture.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. Like you know what I mean? Make your music. You know what I mean? Like but then my other part is. Does it really matter? Like he's gonna make the music he wants to make. We got if we want the hip hop and want to listen to all that, we could go listen to any other artist. You know what I mean? So we don't have to look for Drake for, you know, the hip hop, the craziest verses of the year. Like we don't have to look for Drake for that. Drake can make the music he wants. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I disagree with is as an artist, I feel like you should be able to make whatever music you want and be happy with. If he's happy with it, that's the music he wants to make, right?
Getting him platinum singles and fucking album sales, man, you're gonna do it.
But it's not for me. It's not even about that. Obviously, as the person, as the artist, you want all that stuff. So I agree with that. Like, if you're getting your plaques and all that stuff, cool. But to me, if he's having fun, you know, hanging out with, you know, getting to know new artists and young artists and getting to help them out and stuff like that, then to me, it's like all respect to him. Keep doing what you're doing. But I think it taints the music a little bit. So he needs to find like that direction of maybe you might have to just separate yourself when it comes to making an album mode, but you could still kick it with them. You could plug your album through all the outlets of, you know, with these young guys, you know what I mean? And hang out with them. You could do what you want to do. But I think when it comes to album time, like the next one,
he's taking a year or two off. So maybe his next album start to sound like Kendrick.
he starts getting crazy.
They'll go with Aaron Rodgers to the dark place and
I'm dead.
Aaron Rodgers.
Go in the dark space and find himself.
He might have to, bro. He might have to. I guess we'll see. So, man, we'll see what's up in the next Drake. We'll let this album marinate a little bit. Let us know in the comments how you feel about Drake's album as well. Let us know how you feel about Joe Budden's.
Well, we can't really say he's gonna be on a hiatus. I'm sure.
Nah, he'll probably drop another one.
DJ Khaled's dropping the album next year supposedly, and Drake's on it. So we're still gonna hear some Drake.
Yeah, well, I mean,
features in between are fine, but like I'm talking about a full album.
I know. I'm just saying in general, like
DJ the Drake.
When he says I'm gonna stop for a year or two, like it's not gonna stop. Maybe not an album, but he's gonna be out
there. Oh yeah, like feature wise, he's still gonna be on some stuff. But as far as his projects goes, it's like you just gotta sit. You gotta clear your mind and just think about other things. You know, I think you just gotta. You know, do trips and You know, he said he got to focus on his mental health. So that's one thing. Yeah. I mean, the guy's working hard. I mean, doing tours and driving music and all that.
Go travel the world with your son, bro. Like, you know, what I mean? Go take some time off, bro. Like, and get back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? Like, just take some time off.
Australia.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Kangaroos
go in Canada. Go in the ice caps, the polar ice caps. You know
Adonis. What's his name? Adonis? What's
Adonis?
Adonis Creed.
Adonis Creed.
Adonis Creed in a kangaroo pouch, have him jump around and
just put him in the kangaroo pouch.
Australia, you know.
Yeah. But
at the end of the day, some people gonna like this project all the way. You know, some of the people younger than us.
Yeah,
I mean, I just feel like maybe people our age and up probably just they looked at it like.
But we can't say our age and up. We're younger than him.
Yeah.
By 10 years.
Yeah, I know. I know we're younger than him, but I'm just saying how we feel about.
You're not even stepping on business.
Like, you're acting like
you're not stepping on business. You're not stepping on business. I don't want to hear it.
He's not stepping on business, dude. Call me Captain Crunch. What is that? What did
DJ Khaled?
DJ Khaled said? Call me Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Nah, but let's segue. You know, Kev was talking about sales and, you know, platinum plaques and et cetera.
Sales.
But Juicy J is saying, you know, well, I guess it's already been out there, but Juicy J, you know, this is what kind of brought it to the forefront. It was saying hip hop sales, you know, are down by 40%, decreased by 40%. Man. And then my song and like a bunch of different, you know, Wallow, a lot of different people from different platforms, you know, spoke on it as well. But yeah, he was basically saying like, man, we gotta, you know, producers and, you know, people like that, like we gotta get together and, you know, have like a little meeting and sit down and talk about this, you know, you know, what's going on with these sales and hip hop. I think it comes down to kind of what we're saying, bro. It's kind of, you know, you got the trends. Trends don't last. A lot of people, you know, you hearing music from TikTok now, you know, different stuff like that. People aren't sitting down, listen to a full album. They just want that, whatever that little song, small sample single from TikTok was now, whatever, like, you know, and it's a young man sport. As far as like keeping hip hop alive, like we have so much artists out here that keeping hip hop alive. If we take sales out of it, hip hop is in a good place, in my opinion, like as far as like a lot of the artists who are out. But when it comes to the sales and like, you know, getting into that, you know, those charts and whatever, I just don't think those mainstream artists that we have now, they're not holding it up, bro. Like, just keep it up, you know.
I've been doing it for so long. I mean, you know, I feel like hip hop was like, you know, the biggest genre, you know, to be out. I don't feel like it no more. I just, if the sales is going down
but that's
especially the community. Yeah.
As far as the culture, though, hip hop runs the culture. Like as far as everything else, like
running the culture, dog.
You said what? Get closer to the mic. I can't hear you.
Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs
are running. Morgan Wallen. See, look, country music. They're taking over the culture.
They're taking over.
But country music always been at the top in America, though. So you can't say that.
But I mean, it's crazy when you got the hip hop community. You got different artists out there. It's like, yeah, like the music ain't hitting. Like they're not even liking it.
I think
they see where it's going.
It's what we've been saying all year long, bro. Yeah. Since we started this podcast, it's what we've been saying, bro. The market is just oversaturated with the same stuff, bro. It's not gonna last. A lot of these trends, bro, it's not gonna last. It's only gonna maybe last for 3 to 5 years max. You know what I mean? For some of these artists, maybe some of them only 1 year. You know what I mean? Some of them only a couple months. Especially with TikTok,
you gotta venture into different things.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep up. Like it's just everything's advancing. You know, just like. You know, clicking albums on your phone, streaming is just so different. I mean, it's so hard to like people to just keep a hold, and then you got music dropping every week. I mean,
I think it's just back to the drawing board, bro. Like, and especially with these labels, bro. The labels, to me, in my opinion, play a big part though, because they're signing a lot of these artists based off a TikTok song. You know, they got 1 million views off a TikTok with this. Let's sign them. That don't mean you're gonna put out a project.
Yeah, then they don't last that long.
Get some money to find someone new.
Exactly. Like, but now we need to get back to where we sign quality artists who could drop a nice single and can actually drop a full album back.
Yeah. That you can listen like, what about Gucci? Gucci, man, who he signing? Like some random white dude. Like, Like,
random white dude.
Like, what's up? Like, he just signed somebody.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
He signed some random white.
But just in general, I'm talking about like the big labels, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about like, you know, Gucci Mane label, but just in general.
Nah,
like
no,
the,
I mean
Universal.
Yeah, I mean in general. Yeah,
Atlantics, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
you know?
like just because they blowing up on the viral, you think you should market them on your label and sign them and all that.
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah,
you give them a body of work, it's probably not gonna hit the same. So
yeah, I definitely blame the labels though, because you're gonna have more people that are looking at all this, right? Oh man, all these guys are. A lot of people will drop. There might be people out here that could rap their ass off, but they're gonna be like, man, I'm just gonna dumb it down and do this because I could get a quick check, you know, off this TikTok or off of Instagram or Twitter, putting out this, you know, something that's trendy. Right now you get signed, then you're kind of stuck in that little circle, right? And now they're expecting you to, you know what I mean, make this crazy album or whatever, or a crazy hit that's not going to last. And then that's where you end up getting these sales down by 40% because none of it's lasting. You know what I mean? It's too trendy now. I think that's what it came down to. It's just too trendy. You know, but you know, we'll see what happens. You know, I think the fans have spoken too. Like most people are saying, like a lot of people, even when I read comments, a lot of people are like, man, it ain't the same. It's hip hop, blah blah blah. I'm like, damn. But I think as fans too, if you're a fan of hip hop, you got to do your job as well and go support those. You know what I mean? Go support the artists who are really put out quality work in hip hop. You know what I mean? Go support the Rome Streets and, you know, people like that and stuff like that, you know, but instead of just talking about, oh, this new Sexy Red song, this is trash. Like, bro, like just ignore it, bro, and go find you a real hip hop artist out here that's really, you know what I mean, and go help push them so they could get to
it says because that's all you see on the internet.
Why isn't Sexy Red on the agenda tonight?
It's so market. Why is it so market? So she's marketed so well to where it's on every platform. Everybody's
where's the Sexy Red tab? Where's the Sexy Red tab? I want to see the Sexy Red tab come up.
Sexy Red?
You want to see it?
On the thing?
Sexy Red.
Oh gosh, Sexy
I'm
Red.
dead.
We all saw the video.
I didn't
What
see
video?
it.
A couple times.
What video? Oh. I was like, he talking
nowhere
about
checking to see if
video.
Pink, man.
He talking about
I know y'all put up your fucking color shades trying to see if it was actually pink. I know.
Wait. Before that, I want to segue. Speaking of losing on money and sales and all that stuff.
No, we talking Sexy Red.
No, let's just get this out the way.
About DJ
I'm trying to find out if it was actually pink.
Did you put this on the, did you put this down as a topic?
Yeah, I think I did.
Darnell, that's what we're talking about when Rick Ross and Funk Master Flex was I don't know why I said his whole name. Funk Flex.
Funk Flex.
You don't even go by that number, but
you didn't go by Funk Flex somewhere?
Huh?
You didn't go by Funk Flex somewhere?
No, I said Funk Master Flex, like it's, you know, the full.
Like he changed like his whole name in general.
But it just sounds funny when you say like the
Funk Master Flex. Yeah, Funk Master Flex.
Funk Master Flex.
Nah, but remember they were talking about they were going in on DJ Envy on when him and Meek Mill were up there. He was like, yeah, man, he doing fraud and all that stuff. I was like, damn.
Fraud,
because I didn't really know anything about it until I heard Rick Ross talk about it, honestly. Like the whole but now it's like all these like documents and all this like lawsuits and stuff. People.
So what was like a Ponzi scheme or something like that? Or
yeah. So this dude named like Caesar Pina or whatever, Pena, whatever, however you say his name. He was like, I guess, I don't know, some, you know, housing stuff going on. I don't know the full story, but I just like read. I tried to like look at it a little bit before we hopped on. But basically, like DJ Envy, you know, hopped on and was kind of using his platform to, you know, help build up and help, you know, boost that. So now you have a lot of people who are like, oh man, like real estate. It's like real estate stuff, you know, like but like real estate fraud. So a lot of people are like putting in, you know, $800,000 and this amount on these houses and stuff and losing out on all their money. I'm not exactly sure what happened with that, but a lot of people are blaming DJ Envy too because he was a big part with his platform as well, and then he tried to deny like having any part. But there's pictures and like proof of like he was on some of the tours with some like he would be in the picture. So I'm like, damn, he kind of got caught like just red-handed. So DJ Envy kind of been that's probably why he was so mad at Rick Ross in his house. It's like that's what I wanted.
That's wild.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But
yeah,
that's why these people need to know what they get themselves into when it comes to shit like that.
Business, doing deals,
like little schemes and stuff, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically they just scammed all these people out of money, and now they're getting sued. So see what happens with that. But yeah, we can get back into.
I'm actually rolling with this topic, both topics. Could have been.
I guess so. I mean, I just saw you put it down.
That's
he wants to really want to see his pink.
Stepping on business,
man.
Man, it's funny because like the Birdman and Drewski Beach been going on for a minute too.
Do you think he's serious? Do you think he's like serious? I'm at this point. I don't know if he's.
You would think it's not serious, but like, I guess Drake came out, commented on his post saying that like it's for real, like he's not happy with it. So I don't know.
And he's just.
I know they went on like Instagram Live a couple months ago, and like we're talking about like him using like the Cash Money logo as his own like troll type brand. Or whatever.
Like, could have been records. Yeah, he's just trolling Birdman at this point. That's kind of funny. But yeah.
Yeah, that video it's like something you see off a fucking movie. He's like the bad guy or whatever, like hearing the fucking hearing the song.
But it's just funny because like I'm just picturing Birdman, like especially the way he was on the Breakfast Club. Like, hey, all three of y'all.
Yeah, put some respect
on my name.
Put some respect on my name.
I just see him getting like extremely pissed just watching this video, just throwing his phone.
Like how Drewski's watching, how Drewski's acting in that video is how Birdman actually is.
He's like, oh, he actually put me in the comment, bro. He actually said something.
Y'all watch that tape though?
Yeah, man. I told you I was trying to see if it was pink.
He's trying to see.
I mean, the booty hole is brown. I knew that.
I'm dead.
Oh no. Just like
I knew that. I just had to know about the other one.
You know what me and Sexy Red have in common with that video? Shit, we both falling asleep. What?
He said
I was wondering where you were about to go with that. I'm like, what?
You're like, what? Hold on, what?
That's what it sounds. You know what I mean? Sexy Red have in common. I've never heard anybody say a sentence like that in my life, bro. You know what me and Sexy Red have in common? Like, you don't know what's anything.
I was like, whoa, like, what do you mean?
Anything can come after that. You're like, hey, what are you dropping a tape too? We both.
No, check out my OnlyFans. Dropping next month.
OnlyFans coming out next month.
Exclusive content. I put cameras in Darnell's home, so you got his content.
Feet pics. You selling feet pics?
Watch Darnell on my live webcam.
How you gonna say it was an accident? I don't
know. Ain't no accident. Like you have to post. Like you have to click a button. You have to
was it on purpose?
Well, that's the thing. We were like, well, then she dropped a new music video to a song called No Panties or something like that the next day.
Promo, bro.
Accident, huh?
They know the internet, bro. They know the internet. And why
everyone's always talking about it, and they're gonna see, oh, she got a new music video called No Panties. We're gonna check that out.
They know what they're doing.
Crazy.
But yeah, we could go to our last topic.
BET Awards.
Man,
yes,
didn't like Fat Joe host it?
Fat Joe hosted it. I could just give a quick rundown of some of it real quick. Shout out Darnell for bringing it up because honestly, I didn't even realize it was an info.
Really, look, man, I used to be a fan. Look, personally, look, I used to be a fan. I think I'm a fan because of the ciphers, way back.
Yeah, but
that's why I was a big fan of it. And I don't know because I didn't really watch it like on the TV. I was just watching clips.
But I don't just watch 106 Park every day.
I thought I saw a couple freestyles from some other people on YouTube, but I could be wrong.
Maybe I don't know. I haven't like you said, bro. It's been years since I watched a award show in general. So, but I watched
on a random Tuesday. Like I didn't even know that was going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what?
Yeah, like, it usually happens Thursday. It used to be Thursday, and I heard it was a smaller venue, like from the videos, like. It used to be like super big venues.
Man, they downgrading the budget.
They downgraded, so
I could just give a rundown of some of the stuff though. But yeah, Fat Joe, he hosted. Marley Marl won the I Am Hip Hop Award, hip hop pioneer, and then Rakim and LL Cool J, they paid tribute as well. And then we also had like a So Def 30th anniversary kind of reunion performance as well. Like Ludacris, Nelly, Bow Wow, the Franchise Boys, like
producer of the year.
Like there was a whole bunch of artists. So that was dope to see. I watched some of the snippets on that. Also, DJ Drama had like T.I., Jeezy, perform and stuff like that too. Other performances, I guess Kendrick Lamar led with 4 wins with Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Lyricist of the Year, Best Live Performer and Video Director of the Year. That's kind of been I guess we could start with that real quick because we're not going to go over all of them, but we could just touch on that. But a lot of people are kind of like, why the hell Kendrick winning Hip Hop Artist of the Year and Lyricist of the Year? This might even drop.
He dropped like what, last year?
Dropped last year,
bro. Going off a year ago.
Yeah, he dropped a whole year ago. Like, what do you? But the people who were in that, I wonder if I could find. I think. Hold up. I think there was like J. Cole, Conway. Who else was in the Lyricist of the Year? If I could find it. It doesn't really matter who was in it, but that's all a few people. Like J. Cole was in it, Nas.
21 Savage, Andre
Conway,
3000, Burna Boy, Cardi B, Drake, and J. Cole. Yeah.
Wait, Conway wasn't even Lyricist of the Year?
No, Conway was there. Yo, you already said it, but yeah, Conway.
Okay, I was like,
yeah. Nah, Conway was.
But to me, it's just kind of random. That's why I say I feel like award shows are cool for performances. You know what I mean? They're cool for the performances and like just the vibe of the
awards.
Show. But the awards, bro, at this point, like let's be real, like the awards make no sense. And I love Kendrick, but does he deserve that award? No. I'm pretty sure he will say the same thing too. It's like, bro, I didn't even drop this year. Like, thanks.
He probably didn't even go to the show.
You know damn well he wasn't at the show. But it does be making sense like with some of these awards. Like I'm kind of curious of how it gets picked. I'm not really sure how BET's because I know with Grammys and stuff like that, you got like the whole round table and people, the whole voting system. I'm not sure what BET's is like. I never really looked into it. But damn, you got like J. Cole. If anything, J. Cole should have won that. Like he's the one who's been consistently dropping fire verses all year.
Yeah, it's not.
Conway too. Conway, bro. Really Benny the Butcher. Like you could have gave it to. You know what I mean? Someone who's really been consistent this year, like, and someone who is actually deserving of it. Even Hip Hop Artist of the Year, like, I would have gave it to J. Cole, like, or someone like. Actually, personally, I would probably give it to like Conway, like someone who's actually been consistently dropping projects too. So, but
yeah,
it is what it is, man. Hip Hop man.
Yeah, I saw. It was a nice tribute that Joey Badass did. It was he performed one of his records from 2000. I forgot the name of it, but he was just paying tribute to all the rappers that passed away. It's just kind of like one of them things where it's like so many. It had all the performers. They had like sweaters of like all the rappers that passed away. Like XX, Nipsey, Dolph.
Not really.
A lot, and it was a nice song. Just a nice performance and. Basically saying like, dude, how many more names he got to call out? He was calling like name after name after name.
Was that was on this one?
Yeah, that was on this one.
I remember that. I thought that was the last
year before.
Yeah, I think that was the year before, bro.
For real? Nah,
I swear, bro. Because I remember that, but it was. I remember watching it. It wasn't. I don't think that happened.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah, it was 2023.
Hey, for real? So he did it again? I swear he did it.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, or when they dropped it. Yeah, it says 2023. Like he was in memory of young Dolph. What you trying to? Whoa! What you trying to say, bro?
Well, he did do it last year too. They could look that up. Like he did.
He did. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I got confused.
But I think this one was more for Dolph.
But what was it?
I guess they let him keep doing it. I don't know.
I mean, that's dope though. Like, nonetheless, like it's still dope. Like, well, what was it 2 weeks ago? Didn't it happen yesterday?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, they got.
That was like the YouTube or whatever.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confused. I'm like, wait a minute, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
I don't remember.
Shout out Joey Badass. You know what I mean? Shout out Joey Badass.
Maybe he did it again. I mean, yeah, 2023, man. Especially like Young Dolph was pretty recent, so that was a
okay. I see it right here.
Yeah. Or maybe it was. Oh yeah, maybe it was last year. You're right. I don't know why they posted it again or something. Hey, but anyway, that was still good, anyways. Though. That was still good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, Sexy Red went crazy. The baby.
The baby.
You know, ski. Everybody went crazy in that.
Was the baby in the diaper?
He had like the big worm
hairdo.
The rose in his hair.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, man, it ain't the same, but
yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for the topics, man. So episode 63. I know we gotta try to react to that J-Rock freestyle, you know, within this week.
J-Rock.
Yeah.
A lot of
react
stuff
to that.
coming out, man.
Gotta react to that.
Larry June, man. That Cardo's gonna drop soon. You know?
Cardo.
Stay tuned. Cardo got win.
Cardo got.
Yeah. I guess we'll probably be back, you know, with guests. We got King Shams end of October, and then we'll probably be back with guests. You know, November. We're gonna try to get, you know, some games in there as well. But next week we'll probably be back with another episode next week, or some other type of content just to fill in that week. So we don't have a guest lined up for next week. We kind of took a break a little bit. You know, we had so many guests this year. Like this year, man, we went crazy with guests. So, you know, we kind of took a little, you know, let's get some episodes out. You know, talk to the people. You know, talk about hip hop a little bit. You know, take a little break from that. I feel like that's one thing that's a little bit been missing from this year. It's just kind of us just talking. You know, about whatever. So, we probably could have some more guests too, and just do episodes. We'll bring guests on like we had with what we had with Duhan. We could bring him back. You know, do it different. Probably bring some different people on. They could talk about some topics with us. You know, so we'll see what the rest of the year holds. You know, it's October. We got the rest of October. We got a couple more months before the rest of the end of the year. We'll go over our, you know, our little hip hop favorites at the end of the year as well. So yeah, we got a lot. I know Kev ready to knock out that music, putting him to sleep, put him in a trance.
Oh, he's done. The pumpkin spice cookie.
Hey, he's done.
The sugar just went up and just whoo.
I'm falling asleep, man.
He's done, man. Yeah, I think that's all right, folks.
It's been a long couple of days, man.
Hey, Caleb with them cookies and the music.
Combination.
That combination put him to sleep.
Combination.
Put him to sleep. But yeah, man, that's a wrap for episode 63. Y'all got anything else to say?
You know, stay tuned. Stay tuned for more reviews, more content.
Views from the six.
More content.
Views from the north.
Gotta do another giveaway too.
More giveaways. More.
Giveaway.
Yeah,
we'll selfies.
Stay tuned on Twitter and Instagram. You'll see what our next giveaway is. We didn't do
one
last one.
Definitely got to get one this one, man. Trick or treat, man. Trick or treat.
I know Darnell was disappointed we didn't do one last month. You know, he wanted that streak to continue. He's the one that set the streak too. But, you know,
it's all right. You know, things happen. Hey, the streak, it was a long streak though. I'll tell you, it was almost the end of the year. So.
But also, man, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Right.
Follow us on, obviously, subscribe. That's most importantly, and definitely share and show some love. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Go check out our last few interviews with Jamar Johnson. He'll be dropping his project, The Rebirth, I want to say November 10th. And also, we had Destiny Lay. You know, she's doing a lot of dope things as well. And I believe she was nominated. Yeah, she was nominated for an Emmy, I believe, on the song. You know, that was a part of something too. So she's been doing performances everywhere too. So man, shout out to her, doing big things as well. And one of the last videos we did, 3 reactions that me and Darnese did too. So go check out those 3 reactions. With Drake video, J. Cole, Yachty video, and then Shaq and Kobe, Meek Mill, and Rick Ross.
Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, Go check out those. A lot of different content pin now. We'll be back next week with some more. That said, that's a wrap. Everyone have a good rest of your night and peace.